I keep seeing people on the left bring up the fact that, well, in August of 2020, Donald Trump signed an executive order banning TikTok, as though what's going on with TikTok right now is somehow Donald Trump's responsibility or has something to do with that executive order. If if our elected representatives and during the last several months of 2020 actually believed that TikTok was a national security threat, why didn't they pass this legislation back then? It was 80% bipartisan, this law that passed last March. 80% wildly bipartisan. Why wasn't this legislation proposed back in August of 2020 if everybody actually believed that TikTok was a national security threat? That executive order, why didn't Joe Biden enforce that executive order when he took office in January of 2020? If everybody believes that TikTok is a national security threat, why didn't Joe Biden enforce that executive order in January of 2021 when he took office? Why, during the first 2 years of his presidency, when Democrats controlled both houses of Congress, why didn't they propose and pass this legislation back then? Why was it that this legislation was not proposed and passed until March of 2024? Why did that take so long? If it was very clear that TikTok was a national security threat because of China, the Chinese government's potential control of TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, why did it take Congress and everybody 5 years to get this done? Why didn't Joe Biden enforce that executive order from Donald Trump when he took office? This only became a national security threat about 5 months after the Israeli military and the Israeli government started doing what they were doing inside of the Gaza Strip and slaughtering Palestinian civilians and flattening the entirety of the Gaza Strip. And they flooded Congress with AIPAC money. And 80% of our elected representatives were like, national security threat, sign me up. I'm going to vote to pass that. Just stop pointing to Donald Trump's executive order from almost 5 years ago as though that is what is causing what's happening right now. It's not. It has absolutely nothing to do with what is going on right now. It has absolutely nothing to do. It's not some kind of a gotcha. It just isn't. It just isn't. And if you think it is, please explain to me how it is. I'm all ears.